Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more.
That's the wrong play.
Huh?
All the world's a stage.
And all the men and women
Merely players.
They have their exits.
and their entrances. And one man in his time
Plays many parts.
Yet sit and see.
minding true things by what their mockeries be.
Also the wrong play. I'm just saying.
Hey,
As I remember, it was upon this fashion. Bequeathed me by will but poor 1,000 crowns, and charged my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. He keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. His horses are bred better, but I, his brother, gain nothing under him but growth, for the which his animals on his dunghills are as much bound to him as I. Besides this nothing that he so plentifully gives me, the something that nature gave me his countenance seems to take from me. He bars me the place of a brother. And as much as in him lies, mine's my gentility with my education. This is it that grieves me. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will not longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it. Yonder comes my brother.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I'm not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, sir?
Marry, sir, I'm helping you to mar that which God made, a poor, unworthy brother of yours with idleness.
Know you where you are, sir?
Aye, sir, very well, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye, better than he I'm before knows me. I know you are my elder brother. The courtesy of nations allows you my better in that you are the firstborn, but that same tradition takes not away my blood, were there 20 brothers betwixt us. I have as much of my father in me as you.
What?
Come, elder brother. You're too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I'm the youngest son of Sir Rowland of Boys, and he is thrice a villain that says such a father begot villains. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Let me go, I say.
I will not till I please. You shall hear me. My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You've trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanly-like qualities. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore, allow me such exercises as may befit a gentleman, or give me the poor lottery my father left me. With that, I will go and buy my fortunes.
And what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I will not long be troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
God be with my father. He would not have spoken such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me. I will physic your rankness, and yet give no 1,000 crowns neither. Hollow Charles.
Good morrow to your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
There's no news at the court, sir, but the old news. That is, the old duke is banished by his younger brother, the new duke, and 2 or 3 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new duke. Therefore, he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
Oh, no, for the duke's daughter, her cousin, so loves her that she would have followed her exile, or have died to stay behind her.
Where will the old duke live?
They say he's already in the forest of Arden, and there they live like the old Robin Hood of England.
What, you wrestle tomorrow before the new duke?
Marry do I, sir. I am given, sir, secretly, to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguised against me to try a fall. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him well. For your love, I would be loath to foil your brother, as I must for my own honor, if he come in.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me. I had myself noticed my brother's purpose herein, and had by underhand means labored to dissuade him from it. But he is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts. I had a sleep thou didst break his neck as his finger, and thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost him any slight disgrace, or if thou do not mightily grace himself on thee, he will practice against thee by poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee till he hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. And so, God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles. I hope I shall see an end of him. For my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he's gentle, never schooled yet learned, full of noble device, of all sorts enchantingly beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of the world, and especially of my own people, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all.
I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. For if my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so thou hadst been still with me, I could have thought my love to take thy father for mine.
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have, but truly when he die, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken away from thy father perforce, I will render thee again in affection. Therefore, my dear Rose, my sweet Rose, be merry.
From henceforth, I will, coz, and devise sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest.
What shall be our sport then?
Let us sit and mark the good housewife fortune from her wheel, that her gifts may be henceforth bestowed equally.
I would we could do so, for her benefits are mightily misplaced, and the bountiful blind woman doth most mistaken her gifts to women.
'Tis true. For those that she makes fair, she scarce makes honest. For those that she makes honest, she makes very ill-favoredly.
Nay, now thou goest from fortune's office to nature's.
No, when nature hath made a fair creature, may she not by fortune fall into fire? And hath not fortune sent in this fool to cut off the argument? For always the dullest of the fool is the whetstone of the wits. How now, wit, whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Where you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor, but I was bid come for you.
Where learned you that oath, fool?
Of a certain knight that swore by his honor that the pancakes were good, and swore by his honor that the mustard was not. Now I'll swear to it, the pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet was not the knight forsworn.
How prove you that in the great heap of your knowledge?
I, Mary, now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Now, stand you both forth, stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a knave.
By our beard, if we had them, thou art.
By my knavery, if I had it, then I were. But if you swear by that is not, you were not forsworn. No more was this knight swearing by his honor, for he never had any. Or if he had, he had sworn it away before he ever saw those pancakes or that mustard.
Prithee, who is it that thou meanest?
Oh, one that old Frederick, your father, loves.
Enough, speak no more of him.
Well, pretty, peace. It's a shame that pity when wise fools cannot speak wisely what wise men do foolishly.
By my troth thou sayest true. For since the little wits that fools have was silenced, the little foolery that wise men have makes a great show.
Princess, fair princess, you must come away to your father. You have missed out on much good sport.
Sport? Of what color?
What color? How should I answer you, madame?
As wit and fortune will.
Well said.
You amaze me, ladies. I was going to tell you of good wrestling that you were missing sight of.
Yes, tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyships, you may see the end. There comes an old man in the forest with 3 sons. The eldest of the 3 wrestled with Charles the Duke's wrestler, and in a moment, Charles threw him and broke 3 of his ribs, so that there is little hope of life in him. And so he served the second, and so he served the third.
Alas!
Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
Oh, you must, if you stay here. For here is the place appointed for the wrestling, and they are ready to perform it.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege. So please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There are such odds in the man. I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Young man! Have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
Oh, no, fair princess. He's general challenger. I come but in, as others do, to try with him the strength of my youth.
Young gentlemen, your spirits are too bold for your years. You've seen cruel proof of this man's strength. We pray you for your own sake to give over this attempt.
Do, young sir. Your reputation shall not therefore be misprized.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, but let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein if I be killed, I am but one dead that is willing to be so.
The little strength that I have, I would it were with you.
And mine to eke out hers.
Come, where is this young gallant that's so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Ready, sir. You mean to mock me. You mocked me before, you mean to mock me after.
Now you shall try but one fall. Come on. Come on.
Now, Hercules, be thy speed, young man.
Yeah. Oh, no. Come on.
Excellent, young man.
I would I were invisible to catch the strong fool by the leg.
Oh, my. Come on. No more.
Yes, I beseech your grace. I'm not yet well breathed.
How doth thou, Charles?
He cannot speak, my lord.
Bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
I would thou hadst been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou art a gallant youth. Fare thee well. I would thou hadst told me of another father.
I'm more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loves Sir Roland as his soul. Had I before known this young man, his son, I should have given him tears unto entreaties ere he should thus have ventured.
My father's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Sir, you have well deserved. If you do keep your promises in love, but justly as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune, that could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
Aye. Fare you well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? Oh, my better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up, a mere lifeless block.
He calls us back? Ah, my pride fell with my fortunes. I'll ask him what he would. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and have overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have with you. Fare thee well.
What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause, and love. Such is now the Duke's condition. He misconstrues all that you have done.
I thank you, sir, and pray you tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke that here was at the wrestling?
Neither his daughter we judge by manners. But yet indeed, the shorter is his daughter, the other is daughter to the banished Duke, and here detained to keep his daughter company. But I can tell you that of late, this Duke had taken displeasure against his gentle niece. And on my life, his malice against the lady will suddenly break forth. Sir, fare you well.
I rest much bound unto you. Fare you well. Thus must I from the smoke into the smother, from a tyrant Duke unto a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind, oh.
Why, Rosalind? Cupid have mercy, not a word?
Not one to throw at a dog.
No, thy words are too precious to be cast away upon curse. Come, throw some of them at me. Lame me with reasons.
Then there were two cousins laid up, when the one should be lamed with reason, and the other mad without any. Ugh!
But is this all for your father?
No. Some of it is for my child's father. Oh, how full of briars is this working day world?
They are but burrs, cousin. If you walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch them.
I could shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart.
Come, wrestle with thy affections.
Oh, they take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Is it possible, on such a sudden, you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Roland's younger son?
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love him dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly, yet I hate not Orlando.
No, faith hate him not for my sake. Look, here comes the Duke.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if thou be found so nearest our public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace. Let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. Never so much as in a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me wherein the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or, if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor.
Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
I did not then entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. If she be a traitor, why so am I. We still have slept together, rose at an instant, learned, played, eat together, and wheresoever we went like Juno's swans, still we went coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt seem more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You, niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, Upon mine honor and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Who's there?
What? Young wrestler? Why would make you here? Why would you be so fond to overcome the body prizer of the humorous Duke? Your praises have come too swiftly home before you.
Why? What's the matter?
Come not within these doors. Within this roof, the enemy of all your graces lives. Your brother has heard your praises, and this night he means to burn the lodging where you used to lie, and you within it. And if he fail at that, he has some other means to cut you off. This is no house. This place is but a butchery. Abhor it, fear it. Do not enter it.
Why? Whither would you have me go?
No matter whither, so you come not here.
What, would you have me go and buy my food? Thievish, living on the common road.
Do not so.
Go. Go thy ways, and ere I have but 3 days' journey spent, I'll light upon some settled low content.
Hereafter, in a better world than this, I desire more love and knowledge of you.
Oh, my poor Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? I charge thee, be not more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind then lacks the love which teacheth thee that thou and I are one. Therefore devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, and what to bear with us. Sayest what thou canst, and I will go along with thee.
Why, whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far?
I'll put myself in a poor and mean attire, the like you do, so shall we pass along and never stir assailants.
Were it not better, because that I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man? Ooh, a gallant curtal axe upon my thigh, and in my heart lie there what hidden woman's feared their will. We'll have a marshal and a swashing outside, as many other mannish cowards have.
What shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page, and therefore look you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state, no longer Celia, but Aliana.
Oh, but cousin, what if we essay to steal that clownish fool from your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our travel?
He'll go along the wide world with me. Leave me alone to rule him, and let's away, and get our jewels and wealth together, and hide us from pursuit. Now we may go in content to liberty, and not to banishment. Woohoo!
Now, my co-mates and brothers in exile, hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? Here, feel we not the penalty of Adam, the season's difference? I smile and say, this is no flattery. These are counselors that feelingly persuade me what I am. Sweet are the uses of adversity, and this our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. I would not change it.
Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go and kill us venison? And yet it irks me, the poor dappled fools, being native should, in their own confines, have their round haunches gored.
My lord, in that kind you do more usurp than doth your brother. Today my lady of Amiens and myself did steal along the brook that brawls along, to the which place a poor sequestered stag, that from the hunter's aim had taken a hurt, did come to languish. And the big round tears course one another down his innocent nose in piteous chase. And thus the hairy fool stood on the extremest verge of the swift brook, augmenting it with tears. And being there alone, left and abandoned by his velvet friends, 'tis right, quoth I, thus misery doth part the flux of company. Anon a careless herd full of pasture jumps along by him and never strays to greet him. And quoth I, sleep on, you fat and greasy citizens. Ignore that poor and broken bankrupt there. 'Tis just the fashion.
Show me the place.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be. But the ladies, her attendants of her chamber, saw her abed, and in the morning early found her bed untreasured of their mistress. Huh? No. The Roynish clown, at whom so oft your grace was wont to laugh, is missing too. The princess's gentlewoman overheard your daughter and her cousin much commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did but lately foil the sinewy Charles. And she believes, though ever they are gone, that youth is surely in their company. Send to his brother, fetch that gallant hither. I'll make him find him.
Jupiter! How weary are my spirits.
I care less for my spirit if my legs were not weary.
I could find in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel and cry like a woman, but I must comfort the weaker vessel. Therefore, courage, good Aliena.
I pray you bow with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I'd rather bear with you than bear you.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Now am I in Arden, the more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place. But travelers must be content.
Aye, be so good, Touchstone. Look you who comes here.
That thou knewest how I do love Phoebe. Oh, my friend, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth thou was a true a lover as ever sighed upon a midnight pillow. But if thy love was ever like to mine, how many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy? If thou rememberest not the slightest folly that ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Or, if thou hast not sat, as I do now, wearing thy hearer in thy mistress's praise, thou hast not loved. Or, if thou hast not broke from company, abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching of thy wound, I have by hard adventure found mine own.
And I mine. I remember when I was in love. I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take that for coming a night to Jane's smile. And I remember kissing the cow dugs her pretty chapped hands had milked.
Alas.
We that are true lovers run into strange capers, but as all is mortal in nature, so is all nature in love, mortal in folly.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art aware of.
Nay, I should never be aware of my own wit till I break my shins against it.
I pray you, one of you question yon man if he for gold will give us any food. I almost faint to death.
Oh,
Holla, clown!
peace, fool. He's not thy kinsman.
Who calls?
You're better, sir.
Else are they very wretched.
Peace, I say.
Good evening to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to y'all.
I prithee, shepherd, if that love or gold can in this desert place by entertainment, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here is a young maid with travel much oppressed and faints for succor.
Fair sir, I pity her, and wish for her sake more than for mine own, my fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, and do not shear the fleeces that I graze. My master is of churlish disposition, and little recks to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. Besides, his coat, and flock, and bounds of feed are now for sale. There is nothing that you will feed on.
I pray you, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage pasture and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
And we will mend thy wages. I like this place, and I could willingly waste my time in it.
Assuredly, the thing is to be sold. I will your very faithful feeder be, and buy it with your gold right suddenly.
Good morrow, fool.
Nay, no, sir. Call me not fool till heaven hath sent me fortune.
Jaques! Jaques!
Well, I think he'd be transformed into a beast, for I can nowhere find him like a man.
Why, hello. You look merrily.
A fool, a fool. I met a fool in the forest. A motley fool. A miserable world. As I do live by food, I met a fool who laid him down and basked him in the sun and railed on Lady Fortune in good terms, in good set terms, and yet a fool. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he. Call me not fool, till heaven have sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his poke, and looking on it with lackluster eye, says very wisely, it is 10 o'clock. Thus we may see, quoth he, how the world wags. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9, and after 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour we ripe and ripe, and then from hour to hour we rot and rot, and thereby hangs a tale. When I did hear the motley fool thus more on the time, my lungs began to crow like Chanticleer, and I did laugh sans intermission an hour by his dial. Oh, noble fool, a worthy fool, motley is the only wear.
What fool is this?
One that had been a courtier, and says if ladies be but young and fair, they have the gift to know it. And in his brain, which is as dry as the remainder biscuit after a voyage, he hath strange places crammed with observation, to which he vents in mangled forms. Oh, that I were a fool! I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Thou shalt have one.
It is my only suit, provided that you weed your better judgment of all opinion that goes rank in them, that I am wise. I must have liberty withal, as large a charter as the wind, to blow on whom I please, for so fools have. Invest me in my motley, give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of the infected world, if they will patiently receive my medicine.
Fie on thee. I know what thou wouldst do.
What would I do but good?
Forbear, and eat no more.
Why, I have eaten none yet.
Nor shalt not, till necessity be served.
Art thou thus bolden, man, by thy distress, or else a rude despiser of good manners, that in civility thou seems so empty?
Do touch my vein at first. The thorny point of bare distress has taken from me the show of smooth civility, but forbear, I say, he dies that touches any of this fruit till I and my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason. I must die.
What would you have?
Your gentleness shall force more than force move us to gentleness.
I almost died for food, and let me have it.
Sit down and feed, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me, I pray you. I thought that all things had been savage here, and therefore put I on the countenance of stern commandment. But whatever you are, if ever you have looked on better days and know it is to pity and be pitied, then let gentleness my strong enforcement be, in which case I blush and hide my sword.
True is it that we have seen better days, and therefore sit you down in gentleness and take upon command what help we have, that to your wanting may be ministered.
I thank thee, and be blessed for your good comfort.
Thou seest we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the scene we play in.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man at his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy, with satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad to his mistress' eyebrow, and then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick to quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved. A world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turns again to childish treble, pipes and whistles in the sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans eyes, sans teeth, sans taste, sans everything.
Come, bring music, good cousin, and sing.
Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turns his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither, who doth the dish and shun and loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats and pleased with what he gets. Come hither, come hither, come hither.
If that you were the good Sir Roland's son, as you have whispered faithfully that you were, then be truly welcomed hither. I am the Duke that loved your father. Give me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Not seen him since. Sir, that cannot be. But were I not the better part made mercy, I should not seek an absent argument of my revenge. Thou present. But, look to it. Find out thy brother wheresoever he is. Bring him dead, or living, or turn no more to seek a living in our territory.
Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life.
More villain thou.
Hang there, my verse, in witness of my love, and thou, thrice-crowned Queen of Night, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale spear above thy huntress's name that my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their box my thoughts I'll character, so that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue written everywhere. Oh, run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, and unexpressive she.
From the east to western Indy, no jewel is like Rosalindy. Her worth, being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but foul to Rosalind.
I'll rhyme you so 8 years together, dinner, supper, and sleeping hours accepted.
Ouch, fool.
For the taste. If a heart doth lack a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. They that weep, and the wilderness of the soul be lined, and so much slender Rosaline? They that reap must sheath and bind, then to court with Rosaline. This is a very false gallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fools. I found them on a tree.
Truly the tree doth yield bad fruit. Oh, psst.
Here comes my sister.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled? No. Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall Sybil's saying show. And at every sentence end will I Rosalinda write, teaching all that need to know the quintessence of every sprite heaven would a little show. Therefore heaven nature charged that one body be filled with all graces wide and large. Nature presently distilled Helen's cheek, but not her heart. Cleopatra's majesty, Atalanta's better part, sad Lucretia's modesty, thus Rosalind of many parts, by heavenly synod was devised, of many faces, eyes, and heart, to have the touch's dearest prize. Didst thou hear these verses?
Oh, yes, I heard them all.
But didst thou hear without wondering how thy name should be hanged and carved upon these trees?
I was 7 of the 9 days out of the wonder before you came.
Trow you who hath done this?
Is it a man?
And a chain you once wore about his neck. Change you color?
I prithee, who?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, most wonderful, wonderful, after that, out of all whooping.
Good, my complexion. Dost thou think, though I am comparison like a man, that I have a doublet and hose in my disposition? I wouldst thou could stammer, that thou mightest pour this concealed man out of thy mouth, as wine comes out of narrow-mouthed bottle, either too much at once or none at all. I prithee, take the cork out of thy mouth, that I may drink thy tidings.
So you may put a man in your belly.
Is he of God's making? What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat, or his chin worth a beard?
Nay, he hath but a little beard.
Why, God will send more if the man will be thankful. Let me stay the growth of his beard, if thou delay me not the knowledge of his chin.
It is young Orlando, the tripped at the rest of heels and your heart both in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take mocking. Speak, sad brow, and true maid.
In faith, cuz, 'tis he.
Orlando?
Orlando!
shall I do with my doublet and hose? What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? Did he ask for me? When shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word.
You must borrow me gargantua's mouth first. 'Tis a word too great for any mouth of this age size.
Doth he know that I am in this forest? Oh, and in man's apparel? Looks he as freshly as he did the day he wrestled?
It is as easy to count atomies as to resolve the propositions of a lover. But take a taste of me finding him. I found him under a tree like a dropped acorn.
It may well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
There lay he, stretched along like a wounded knight.
Though it be a pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
Cry holla to thy tongue, I prithee, it curvets unseasonably. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous. He comes to kill my heart.
I would sing my song without a burden. Thou bringst me out of tune.
Do you not know I am a woman when I think I must speak? Sweet, say on.
Soft, comes he not here?
Oh, 'tis he. Slink by and note him.
Sweetest nut of sourest rind, such a nut is Rosalind. He that sweetest rose may find, must find love's prick and Rosalind. Oh, I pray you mar no more trees with writing love songs in their parks.
I pray you mar no more of my verses with reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
Just as high as my heart.
You are full of pretty answers. The worst fault you have is to be in love.
That's a fault I wouldn't change for your best virtue. I'm weary of you.
By my troth, I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
Oh, he is drowned in the brook. Look but within, and you shall see him.
There I shall see mine own figure.
Which I take to be either a fool or a cipher.
I'll tarry no longer with you. Farewell, good Signor Love.
Oh, I'm glad of your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
Oh, I will speak to him like a saucy lackey, and under that habit play the knave with him. Do you hear, Forester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
Should ask me the time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else, sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
And why not the swift foot of time?
Time travels in diverse paces with diverse persons. I'll tell you who time ambles withal, who time trots withal, and who time gallops withal.
I prithee, who doth he trot withal?
Marry, he trots hard, with a young maid, between the contract of her marriage and the day it is solemnized. If the interim be but a 7 night, time's pace is so hard that it seems the length of 7 year.
Who doth he gallop withal? Who ambles time withal?
With a priest who lacks Latin and a rich man who hath not the gout. For the one sleeps easily because he cannot study, and the other lives merrily because he feels no pain.
Who doth he gallop withal?
With a thief to the gallows, for though he go as soft as foot can fall, he thinks himself too soon there.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Are you native of this place?
As the coney you see dwell where she is kindled.
Your accent is something finer than you could purchase in so removed a dwelling.
I have been told so of many, but indeed, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, one that knew courtship too well. I have heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offenses as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal.
Do you remember any of the principal evils that he laid to the charge of women?
There were none principal. They were all like one another as halfpence are, every one seeming monstrous till his fellow fault came to match it.
I prithee, recount some of them.
No. I will not cast my physic, but on those that are sick. There is a man haunts the forest that abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks. If I could meet that fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray you tell me your remedy. Oh.
There are none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me to know a man in love.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not. And everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man. You are rather point device in your accoutrements, as loving yourself than seeming the lover of any other.
Fair youth, I could make thee believe. I love.
Me believe it. You may as soon make her you love believe it, which I warrant she is apter to do than to confess she does. But in good sooth, are you he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason could express how much.
Love is merely a madness. I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes. One. He was to imagine me, his love, his mistress. And I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, now weep for him, then spit at him, that I drain my suitor from his mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, which was to forswear the full stream of the world and live in a nook merely monastic, and thus I cured him.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you if you would but call me Rosalind and come every day to my cote and woo me.
Now by the faith of my love I will. Tell me where it is.
Go with me to it and I will show it to you. And by the way, you must tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister, will you go?
Time passes.
But yet have the grace to consider the tears do not become a man.
Have I not cause to weep?
As good cause as one would desire, therefore weep.
But why did he swear he would come this morning and comes not?
Nay, certainly there's no truth in him.
Do you think so?
Yes, I think he's not a pig purse or a horse stealer, but for his verity in love.
Not true in love.
Yes, when he's in, but I think he's not in.
Oh, but you have heard him swear downright he was.
Was is not is. He attends here in the forest on the Duke your father.
I met the Duke yesterday and had much question with him. But what talk we of fathers when there is such a man as Orlando?
Oh, that's a brave man.
Yeah.
He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave words, and breaks them bravely.
Oh, who comes here?
Sweet Phoebe!
Poor shepherd and the proud disdainful shepherdess his mistress.
Sweet Phoebe, sweet Phoebe!
Come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love.
Sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me. Do not, Phoebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humble neck, but first begs pardon.
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tells me there is murder in mine eyes. 'Tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes, which are the frailest and softest things, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now I do frown on thee with all my heart, and if mine eyes can wound, now let them kill thee. Now, counterfeit the swoon. Why now fall down? Or if thou canst not. Oh, for shame, for shame! Why not to say that mine eyes are murderers? Now, show me the wound mine eye hath made in thee. Scratch thee but with a pin, and there remains some scar of it. But now, mine eyes which I have darted at thee hurt thee not, nor I'm sure there's not force in eyes that can do hurt.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever, as that ever may be near, you find in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time, come not thou nearest me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks, pity me not. As till that time, I shall not pity thee.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother, that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What, though you have no beauty? I, by my faith, I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you therefore be proud and pitiless? Why, what means this? Oh, why do you look on me? Odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, faith, proud words, hope not after it. 'Tis not your bugle eyeballs, your cheek of cream that can attain my spirits to your worship. Oh, you foolish shepherd. Wherefore do you follow her like foggy south, puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a proper man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that make the world filled with ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. And out of you, she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But mistress, know yourself, and down on your knees, and thank heaven fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can, you are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd, fare you well.
Sweet youth, I put you chide here together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man woo.
Why do you look so upon me?
For no ill will I bear you.
I pray you, do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. Shepherd, ply her hard. Come, sister. Shepherdess, look on him better, and be not proud. Though all the world could see, none could be so abused in sight as he.
Shepherd, now I see the saw of mine. Whoever loved, that loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why, I am sorry for thee, gentle Silvius.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. If you do sorrow at my grief and love, by giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both extermined.
Thou hast my love. Is not that neighborly?
I would have you.
Aw. Well, that were covetousness, Silvius. The time was I hated thee. And yet it's not that I bear thee love, but Since that thou canst talk of love so well, thy company which erst was irksome to me I will endure, and I'll employ thee too. But do not look for further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
So holy and so perfect is my love, and I in such a poverty of grace, that I shall think it a most plenteous crop, to glean the broken ears after the man that the main harvest reaps. Loose now and then a scattered smile, and that I'll live upon.
Know'st thou the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well, but I've met him oft.
Think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis a peevish boy, but he talks well. What care I for words? Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth, not very pretty, and mature. He's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. And the best thing in him is his complexion, and faster than his tongue did make offense, his eye did heal it up. There be some women, Silvius, had they marked him in parcels as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide at me? I marvel why I answered not again. But that's all one. Admittance is no quittance. I will write him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Silvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
Yes, I will write it straight. The matter's in my head and in my heart. I will be bitter with him in passing short. Go with me, Silvius.
Aye, pretty youth. Let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you are a melancholy fellow.
I am so. I do love it better than laughing.
Those that are in extremity of either are abominable fellows, and betray themselves every modern censure worse than drunkards.
Why? 'Tis good to be sad and say nothing.
Why? 'Tis good to be a post.
I have neither the scholar's melancholy, which is emulation, nor the musician's, which is fantastic.
We don't have the letter.
Nor the courtier's, which is proud, nor the soldier's, which is ambitious, nor the lawyer's, which is politic, nor the lady's, which is nice, nor the lover's, which is all of these, but is a melancholy of mine own, extracted from many objects, and indeed the sundry contemplations of my travels, in which my often rumination wraps me in a most humorous sadness.
A traveler. By my faith, you have great reason to be sad. I fear you have sold your own lands to see other men's. Then to have seen much and to have nothing is to have rich eyes and poor hands.
Yes, I have gained my experience.
And your experience makes you sad. I had rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad, and to travel for it too.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Nay then, God by you, and you talk in blank verse.
Farewell, Monsieur Traveler. Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover?
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise and love? It may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy. Come no more in my sight. I had as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns, with such as you are fain to be beholding to your wives for.
Virtue is no horn maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind.
It pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a better leer than you.
Come, woo me. Woo me.
For now I am in a holiday humor. What would you say to me now and I were your very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, you were better speak first. And when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss.
And how if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter.
Who could be out, being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you, if I were your mistress, or I should think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What, out of my suit?
Not out of your apparel, yet out of your suit. Am not I your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because then I'd be talking of her.
Well, in her person I say, I will not have you.
Well, then in my own person, I die.
Oh, no. Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time, there's been no man died in his own person in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of that mind, for I protest. A frown might kill me.
By my hand, it will not kill a fly. But come, now I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition, and ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faith will I. Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
I am 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why, can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you will be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
Yes, I pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Wait, now, as fast as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee Rosalind for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Now, how long will you have her after you have possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Say the day without the ever. No, no, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen, more clamorous than a parrot against rain, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing, like Diana in the fountain. And I will do that when thou art disposed to be merry, and I will laugh like a hyena. Ha! And that when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Or else she would not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder.
A man who had a wife with such wit, he might say wit, whither wilt?
Nay, you might keep that check for it, till you met your wife's wit, going to your neighbor's bed.
And what wit could wit have to excuse that?
Married, she came to seek you there. You will never take her without her answer, unless you take her without her tongue. Oh, that woman that cannot make her fault her husband's occasion. Let her never nurse her child herself, for she will breed it like a fool.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, my dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways. Go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, dear Rosalind.
By my troth, if you break one jot of your promise or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise and the most hollow lover, unworthy of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen from the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu?
Well, time is the old justice that examines all such offenders, and let time try. Adieu.
You've simply misused our sex in your love crate. We must have your doublet and O's plucked over your head and show the world what the bird had done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love. Oh, my affection hath an unknown bottom, like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather, bottomless. As fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
I'll tell thee, Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go find a shadow and sigh till he come.
And I'll sleep.
Time passes.
What say you now? Is it not past 2 o'clock? And here much Orlando? Oh,
I warrant you with troubled brain and pure love, he hath taken his bows and arrows and is gone forth to sleep. Who comes here?
My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe did bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but, as I guess by the stern brow and waspish action she did use as she was writing of it, bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, I am but as a guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would startle at this letter. She says I am not fair, that I lack manners. She calls me proud, and that she could not love me were man as rare as phoenix. Odds my will, her love is not the hare that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Well, shepherd. Well, this is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest. I know not the contents. Phoebe did write it.
Come, you are a fool. This is a man's invention and his hand.
Sure, it is hers.
Why, 'tis a boisterous and cruel style. A style for challengers. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I never heard it yet. You heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
She Phoebes me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God, shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
Why thy Godhead, laid apart, warrest thou with a woman's heart? Didst you ever hear such railing? Whilst you chid me, I did love. How then might your prayers move? He that brings this love to thee, little knows this love in me.
Call you this chided?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? What, to make thee an instrument and play false strains upon thee? Not to be endured. Say this to her, that if she loves me, I charge her to love thee. If she will not, I will not have her unless thou entreat for her. If you a true lover, hence. And not a word, for here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, that I may profit by tongue, then should I know you by description. Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am, but what must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, and how and why and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour. And pacing through the forest, mark what object did present itself. Under an oak, a wretched, ragged man lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself, who with her head nimble in threats, approached the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself, and with indented glides did slip away into a bush, under which bush's shade a lioness lay couching, head on ground for when that sleeping man should stir. This seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, His elder brother.
Oh, I heard him speak of that same brother, and he did render him the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
And well he might do so, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there? Food to the crouching, hungry lioness.
Twice did he turn his back, and purpose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him, in which, hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Was you he rescued?
Wasn't you that did so oft contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin,
Oh, by and by. In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me into my brother's love, who led me instantly into his cave. There, stripped himself, and here, upon his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. He sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood, unto that shepherd youth that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Why, how now, Ganymede?
Many will swim when they do look on blood.
There's more in it, cousin Ganymede.
Look, he recovers.
would I were at home.
We'll lead you thither. I pray you, will you take him by the arm?
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man. You like a man's heart.
Oh, I do, I confess it. A body would think this was well counterfeited. I pray you tell your brother how well I counterfeited. Hi-ho.
This was not counterfeit. There is too great testimony in your complexion that this was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Well then, take a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
Oh, so I do. But faith, I should have been a woman by right.
Come, you look paler and paler. Pray you draw homewards. Good sir, go with us.
That will I. For I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I shall devise something, but I pray you commend my counterfeiting to him. Will you go?
So little acquaintance, you should like her. But seeing you should love her, that and loving woo, and wooing she should grant.
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, the small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But say with me, I love Aliena. Say with her that she loved me. It shall be to your good. For my father's house, and all the revenue that was old Sir Roland's, will I estate upon you. And here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent? Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither I will invite the Duke and all his contented followers. Now, look you, go and prepare Aliena for, look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando. Oh, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how well I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and wonders greater than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true, there was never anything so sudden. For your brother and my sister no sooner met, but they looked. No sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked each other the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they sought the remedy. And in these degrees, they have made pairs of stairs to marriage. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Clubs cannot part
They
them.
shall be married tomorrow, and I will bid the Duke to the nuptial. But oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By how much the more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness, by how much I shall think my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Why then tomorrow I cannot serve your turn as Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Believe then, if you please, that I can do strange things. I have, since I was 3-year-old, conversed with a magician, most profound in the arts, and yet not damnable. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her? It is not impossible for me to set her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is, and without any danger.
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do. Therefore, put yourself in your best array, for if you will be married tomorrow, you shall. Oh, look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Youth, you have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I read to you.
I care not if I have. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Love him, look on him, he worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all obedience. And so am I for Phebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why do you speak too? Why blame you me to love you?
To her who is not here and doth not hear.
I pray you no more of this. It is like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you, if ever I'm married woman, and I will be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you, if ever I satisfied man, and you will be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind meet, as you love Phebe meet, and as I love no woman, I'll meet. So, fare thee well. I have left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Love!
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all this that he hath promised?
My lord, I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not.
Patience. Patience once more while our compact is urged. You say if I bring in your Rosalind, you will bestow her on Orlando here.
That would I.
You say when I bring her, you will have her.
That would I.
You say you will marry me if I be willing.
That will I.
But if you do refuse to marry me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd here.
So is the bargain.
You say you will have Phebe if she will.
Though to have her and death were both one thing.
From henceforth, I go to make these doubts all even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
My lord, the first time I ever saw him, methought he was a brother to your daughter.
Good my lord, this is the motley-minded gentleman that I have so often met in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
If any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been politic with my friend and smooth with mine enemy. I have had 4 quarrels and like to have fought one.
How was that taken up?
In faith, we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
And how did you find the quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie 7 times removed, as thus, sir. I did dislike the cut of a certain courtier's beard. He sent me word that if I said his beard was not gonna cut, he was in the mind that it was. This is called the retort courteous. If again it was not well cut, he would send me word that he cut it to please himself. This is called the quip modest. If again it was not well cut, he disabled my judgment. This is called the reply churlish. If again it was not well cut, he would answer, I spake not true. This is called the reproof valiant. If again it was not well cut, he would say I lied. This is called the counter-check false. And so to the lie circumstantial and the lie direct.
And how oft did you say his beard was not well cut?
I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, nor he durst not give me the lie direct. And so, we measured swords and parted. All these you may avoid with the lie direct. And that you may avoid too, but with an if. I knew when the 7 justices could not take up a quarrel, but when the parties themselves were met, one of them thought, but of an if. If you said so, then I said so. And then they shook hands and swore brothers. If is your only peacemaker, there is much virtue in if.
Is this not a rare fellow, my lord? He is as good at anything and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse. And under the presentation of that, he shoots his wit.
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
Oh.
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then my love adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. Nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you no cross shall cart. You and I are hearts and hearts.
Oh, my dear niece, welcome thou art to me. Even daughter, welcome in no less degree.
I will not eat my word now thou art mine. Thy faith my fancy to thee doth combine.
Let me have audience for a word or two. I bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great report resort to this forest, addressed a mighty power, which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword and to the skirts of this great forest he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after a question or two, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world. His crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again who were with him exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome. Oh, welcome. Thou offerest fairly to my daughter's wedding. For some, their lands withheld. To one other, a land itself at large, a potent dukedom. First, in this forest, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after, every one of our happy numbers shall share the good of our returned fortune. Meantime, forget this new-fallen dignity and fall into our rustic revelry. Play music, and you brides and bridegrooms all, with measures heaped in joy, to the measures fall.
The Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court. To him will I. Out of these convertities there is much matter to be heard and learned. You to your former honor I bequeath, and your patience and your virtue will deserve it. You to a love that your true faith doth merit. You to your land and love, and great allies. You to a long, well-deserved bed.
Stay, Jaques, stay.
No, to your pleasures. I am for other than for dancing measures.
Well, proceed. We will begin these rites as we do trust they'll end in true delights.